All right, well, we just got done talking about expense management with tactic number 2, remargining our business, and next we're on to tactic number 3 about doing more with less. Steve, what are you taking away from this chapter?
Yeah, well, what we're looking to do now is we're really trying to make sure that we're using getting the most from all of our resources, whether that's our finances or in this chapter, they're talking about our people, okay? And so a shift can suddenly create a situation where we have to do more with less. And so there's 4 questions that we're gonna ask right out of the gate.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about, well, what are our priorities? When do those need to be done? Who's gonna do those? And how should they get done? Now we know what our priorities are. Our priorities are the 6 core competencies. So right out of the gate, everybody who's in real estate, what do we need to do? We need to lead generate, we need to capture those leads and convert them to appointments. Then we're gonna go to those appointments with buyers and sellers, we're gonna present to them, we're gonna come to agreements either on agency or on a listing contract. We're gonna show homes to our buyers, we're gonna market our sellers' properties, we're gonna write up contracts and negotiate. We're going to manage things from contract to close, and we're going to manage our money. Now, those are all the things that we know have to be done, right?
Absolutely.
So who has to do those? Well, in a lot of cases, it's going to be us, right? And then we have to look at the how, and that gets into systems.
Absolutely. We have to figure out what we can leverage and what we can't leverage. And what you absolutely can't leverage when you're in a real estate professional is the lead generation at this point. A lot of times, if some of you have pulled out of that, it's like you got to get back in there and lead generate for your company.
That's right. And he talks a lot on page 40. I love it. He talks about talent and quality over quantity and things like that. And we're looking to upgrade that, not just with people. Maybe somebody's got a team and so they've got agents or employees or things like that. Many people don't. Many people are single agents. But you still have your whole network, you have your vendors, you have your preferred people that you work with, and you need to upgrade that too and make sure that you're working together for the best of both of your businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. There's 7 steps to a talent shift.
Sure.
When you start talking about, okay, I do have people in my organization, what do I do now? How do I lead them? Steve, what are you taking away from this?
Share your vision, that's number 1, and see if people are actually with you, right? You want to redefine expectations and job descriptions around what? Around the things that we have to do, those 6 core competencies, and make sure that there are easy to measure goals.
Yep.
We want to just make sure people are trained, they know what to do, how to do it, that type of thing. We want to evaluate their success, and then we want to celebrate all victories, personal, business, and especially the small ones.
You want to visit with each person a lot. Like, so everyone that's in your organization, at least weekly, because you've shared your vision, you've shared that we're in a shift. It's all hands on deck at that point. You need to be visiting with them, realigning the job descriptions, having those conversations, everything. A lot of the stuff that we thought were priorities is no longer the case.
Right.
I think of it as a lot of times like this. If you're in a boat and you're a captain of the ship, and then all of a sudden you hit something and water starts coming in the boat, it's everybody's job inside that boat to start bailing, right? And not that it's a doomsday thing or anything like that. It's just the priorities of the ship have changed, and it's your job as the leader to lead that group to successfully make it home safe.
And to do what really needs to be done. This is a time to make things simple and to focus in on those 20% of things that really get the results.
Yeah, and in this chapter, Keller writes that a great way to play at this point is to play like you're constantly losing. Even if you're taking more listings than you were in the past, still think in your brain that you're behind, still think that you're losing. Stay mentally sharp at this point.
So what people want to do now is begin to evaluate the relationships around them in business. Take a look at all of your vendors, take a look at your suppliers, people that you work with. Are they helping you to grow your business? Are you helping them to grow their business so that you've got that partnership? Yeah,
absolutely. Now's the time to hold those relationships accountable, just like we do with our money.
Yeah, teams become really important at this time, right? We can't do everything alone. Right. We need to know what we can do best, and then we need to be able to leverage to other people that can help us, and we help them as well.
Right.